I will be reviewing this season of One More Chance. I did do a review on the Baddies ATO reunion, so that was my first Zeus show of doing a review on. But I am going to start reviewing this show as well as maybe Doses of Drea, so be sure to support the video by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more future content. With that being said, let's get into the episode. The show starts off with Chance visiting Yummy, who was the winner of last season, but now she's pregnant. Chance went to go visit Yummy to see what was up, but also to see who's the baby's father. Now I know Zeus is no VH1, MTV, Oxygen, or super big production company, but the acting is pretty bad. It looks like he clearly knows the baby isn't his and that the scene just looks very fake to me. Chance did rub her feet and was being flirtatious with Yummy, so I was kind of confused as to where her baby daddy was, but that was just my confusion. I don't know. The next thing we see, Chance is at his house and he's speaking to his brother about Yummy and tells him that he wants to get back in the saddle. And again, the scene was very forced. Obviously he knew that there was going to be a season 2. He's literally mic'd, so I don't know why he was acting shocked, like he didn't know what was going on. I kind of feel like Zeus plucks out the worst actors possible and just puts them all in a show together. But anyways, the next scene, we're finally introduced to some of the girls, and they start off by showing the girls in front of the house, and Chance pulls up on a horse. Which I must say, I do really like his whole horse aesthetic and how he sticks to it. However, I feel like Zeus always throws in these joke acts that they know are not going to get picked but want them for entertainment, which is unfortunate because I feel like the joke acts know that they're joke acts, so they kind of up their antics a little bit for a little bit more TV time. And I feel like Zeus definitely needs to up their casting process or change it in some way so people can watch a more natural show. This all seems like they're either trying very hard or it's fake. The two repeats from last season are Yodela and Roly Poly. I don't know why Roly Poly is there because I personally don't feel like Chance is really into her just based off of last season. I feel like production just put her in there to start drama so she can make it a somewhat interesting show. But I feel like the show would be more interesting if they were actually interested in the competition aspect and being there for Chance other than fighting with one another. It would be what the show is actually for and not just another rendition of the Bad Girls Club. After Chance gave his introduction, the girls go find their rooms, and that's when all hell kind of broke loose. Dominique in her room was going back and forth about the so-called bird's nest on the other woman's head, but I don't really feel like it looks like a bird's nest. I thought her hair looked fine and that there was nothing wrong with it. And I also really liked her based off what I seen of her in that argument. She wasn't really trying to throw low blows like that, and she was being a little bit more mature. Unlike Dominique, who also got into it with Khadijah right after she had left the room. I think that Dominique was doing a lot for me, and she seemed like she watched a lot of reality TV and was just trying to be petty and childish for camera time, but it didn't really make any sense, and it's not even making for good TV. But aside from their beef, there was more beef in the other room between Shoshana and Miko, as well as her mom Sonia. So basically, Shoshana and Sonia start going back and forth with each other because Shoshana had called Sonia the B word after Miko was talking about her dog bed and kind of trying to degrade Shoshana. So I feel like Shoshana was really just sticking up for herself, and I think that she handled herself very well in the situation because she is smaller than Miko and she's definitely smaller than her mom. I feel like she handled herself well and she said what she had to say regardless of that being two of them. They didn't end up coming to blows because Sonia ended up stopping it after she was instigating and starting it herself. But in the other room, a fight actually did happen. Maria and Gabriella, which are the two Latina sisters, had found a room, and Roly Poly came in there and sat on their bed, and Gabriella pushed her off the bed. And that's when Roly Poly and her started to get into it. Roly Poly got in Gabriella's face, and then she ended up getting in Maria's face because she had felt like they were both kind of getting close to her and she felt like they were going to jump her. Roly Poly ended up getting a good hit on Maria, and her sister Gabriella actually jumped in and snatched her wig off and hit her a couple times as well. Roly Poly started saying that Maria and her sister Gabriella were in a hotel the night before and that she had seen them with these two guys in the hotel, and the hours later she seen the same guys coming out of their hotel and they were in the lobby. Roly Poly then gets into it with Charisse because Charisse was making comments like she's not here for this, that it's the first day, etc. Even though I think she has a bougie attitude and can be quite annoying and rude at times, I agree with what she was saying. Roly Poly was doing entirely too much for it to be the first day. To me, she makes the show a bit unbearable because it's kind of hard for me to watch a 30-minute clip of her just screaming, trying to run at people and doing the most. She's just not cute in my opinion, and the show needs to edit her out a bit more because all this footage of her yelling is not good TV. Roly Poly then pulled out some tired receipts of just two random guys sitting in a hotel lobby, and that she tried to say that it was the two guys that the Latina sisters were with, but that was inconclusive. Roly Poly was also calling Gabriella fat, and it just like Roly Poly just needs to stop. It's embarrassing. But next week looks like there's even more drama, and this feels like more of the Bad Girls Club than them being there for Chance. But of course, I'll be here to talk about it. Overall, I have the same thoughts I always do after watching a show on Zeus. And that is that they need a real editor because there's no reason that the scene should be running on for this long. I think Roly Poly needs to go because she's just a problem starter and she just tries to intimidate the other girls because she knows she's the biggest one there. But if you guys watch the show, let me know your opinions down below. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. See you in the next one. Bye.